Hello, all. Today we would be looking at another interesting elective called Strategic HRM. This one also is going to be offered to you as a part of your HR electives, but this one would be in the fourth semester. As the name indicates, HRM, and there's a word strategic, before it. The moment you have a word strategic, it's easy to understand that we would be talking about how does HRM contribute to strategic business objectives? How does it become a business partner um, in order to align to the organizational objectives and collaborate with other functions and other domains in the organization to achieve the broad organizational goals and objectives. Since the HRM part is there in the elective, needless to say, we would be touching upon a few topics that we've already discussed in the second semester, but from a strategic viewpoint. The repeated use of strategic, just to be simplified, would only mean that we would try and look at how does HR as a function create sustainable competitive advantage for any organization. Traditionally, the sources of competitive advantage have been either the business model itself or the product line or the marketing strategies, but HR has never been traditionally looked at as of being able to create a sustainable competitive advantage. So this is where we break away from traditional HRM, and with the examples of many pathfinding HR organizations and best practices that they follow, we talk about the linkages of business strategy to HR strategies. So by HR strategies, we talk about people practices, philosophy, the programs, and the various functions in HR that we have studied earlier from the strategic prism. The topics would be aligned around this basic model of strategic HRM. This one model that you see on your screen would drive the entire course, where we talk about corporate strategy and the business strategy and how does that translate into the HR strategy, and touches every function, every major function of HR in the organization. So for example, if you say that the business strategy of Walmart is to provide good quality products at competitive prices versus Nike, which is about premium products at premium prices to a niche market, would the recruitment and the training and performance management functions of both the organizations be same, or would they differ? And if they do, how would they differ? And similarly, we look at all the other HR functions and see how they align back with the business strategy. A few topics covered that you would see in the handout when it comes to you. The strategic role of HRM, creation of value. I've explained that to you. How could every HR function create value for the organization? Designing and redesigning of the work systems to align with the business strategy. So time and again, you will keep seeing that word. How do you align your HR systems to the business strategy? Since we say strategic, since we say contributing to strategic growth and organizational objectives, it becomes imperative that we measure the value of these initiatives. So, one major chunk of the elective would also focus on various metrics and checks and balances and systems to measure the value of these HRM initiatives that have been aligned with the organizational strategy. The evaluation components may look familiar to you. Same mix of descriptive, MCQ, project, class participation, and finally, in term, all consolidated to 100 marks.